Hey, it's Michelle from Azure Daisy. Welcome back. I'm outside right now. I'm going to bleach some shirts, and I was going to try something that I've never done, so I wanted to show you or do it with you. I have this flannel shirt, I'll show you in a second, that I'm gonna just bleach out a spot on it, and I want to embroider a design on that, and then I'm gonna lay it on the ground and like sprinkle bleach just around it in different places. So we'll see. And then I've got some other shirts that I'm going to just bleach the tops, bleach the bottoms, and but I'll show you those two when I'm done. And so let's do this shirt. I'm going to set you down now so you can see what I'm doing. I've been prepping all morning making these shirts. I've got a market coming up, and I've been cutting out letters, cutting out lace, cutting out fabric, cutting out backs of shirts. So I'm getting all this stuff ready so that I can sew, and I will definitely be recording me making these shirts too. So I'll show you what I'm doing. All right, hold on. Let me place you down here. It's windy out today too. Okay, so I got this shirt, and I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna do, this is the middle. So I'm going to do a spot probably about that wide. And I'm just going to try to do a round spot. So I've got a bottle of bleach here, and I'm going to pour it in a plastic container. Now I was using straight bleach for this part, and then I'm going to mix water into it to do my other shirts. But let me get my gloves. Got my dishwashing gloves here so I don't touch the bleach. And I don't know how this shirt's going to bleach. I have no idea, but we will find out. All right, and I've got a white, just an old white rag here that, I don't know, it's like an embroidery practice thing that I did years ago. But okay, so I'm just going to, if I can, I'm just going to bunch it up. And I'm going to dip it in the bleach, and then I'm just going to pat an area like that. It's so windy today, but it's a beautiful day. All right, let me get this soaked in bleach. All right, and I'm just going to pat. So this works. Oh yeah, it's already starting to bleach. All right, cool. So already starting to turn. That's fast. I just want to make this lighter so you can see the embroideries. I'm going to do a fairy, a purple fairy, and I thought purple and black fairy. And I thought that would look good on this shirt since it's got purple in it. Oh yeah, that's bleaching really quickly. Awesome. So trying to stay within the area that I want to bleach. More. And I've got a piece of cardboard in between the layers because I don't want to get this bleach on the front. Like I said, I'm just going to sprinkle around some bleach on it when I put it in the grass. Oh, this one's not bleaching right. Give it a couple minutes. And I have, like I said, I have no idea if I'm doing this right, I don't know, we'll find out. I'm just trying, I just got this idea in my head, so I'm gonna try it. Okay, so that's probably enough bleach on there right now. Okay, so now, I'm gonna fill up my bucket with more bleach. I don't know, I just use the whole bottle, and then I fill the rest up with water. Alright, I'm going to carry this out to the yard, and then I'm going to fill it up with water, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm done bleaching. So this one did not bleach well. I left it in there for a long time, so it's got something in it, maybe wool, that just won't let it bleach. This is the one that I just did on camera. That didn't bleach great. And I sprinkled bleach on the front and back. This one took not a huge difference, but you can definitely see the color difference. This one really took. That looks great. And then this one really took too. So I'm gonna wash them, put them in the washer, get all the bleach out of them, and dry them, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Let's see. So I have others that I've already bleached and everything, and they're ready to sew. So I'm going to throw these in the washer, and then I'm going to start sewing and upcycling some of these flannels. And I have so many things laid out to do. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today, so I'll make a video today and record what I've done, what I complete, and then throughout the week I got to get some of these done, so I will be recording and taking you along on my journey of what I am doing and making. So today's going to be some flannels, just t-shirts on the back, and maybe some lace and some words. I think that's all I'm going to get done today, because I don't want to be working all day. I got to go to work tomorrow. So anyway, I will check back in with you shortly. We're going to be working on some upcycling today. I did a video a little while ago showing you that I had bleached some shirts, and I already have some that I'd already done. So I'm going to be working on these today, upcycling them. And what I've got here is, let me see, I'll move you closer. So I've got a bleached flannel that I did a little while back. I have the back of a t-shirt, a Van Halen t-shirt, and then I cut a bandana, just cut the edges off of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this t-shirt onto this bandana, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to sew the bandana onto the flannel. So what we're going to do first is I tacked this down with some just like lapel glue stick stuff, just so it stays in place, because I've noticed these t-shirts, they stretch when you're sewing. So I feel like if I just tack it down a little bit, it'll look better. So yeah, so I'm gonna move you over to the sewing machine, and we're gonna sew this down, and then we'll come back and we'll place this on the back of this shirt, get this shirt nice and flat, and then we'll place this evenly on the back of the shirt, and then we will sew that down. And I've got this thing where I got these little sayings, little positive sayings, and what I've been doing is ironing them on to just a little piece of fabric, like a little patch of fabric, and then I put them somewhere on the shirt as a positive message, depending on what the shirt is. So like these are little ones, and they say like, be happy, be bright, be you, free as a bird, let your heart be your guide, live every day with intention, work hard, play, no rain, no flowers, things like that. So I try to find something that goes with it, and then I make a little patch. And then I have these ones that are quotes from people of the past. Mae West, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. So it's just things like that. So I try to pick out one of these, and then I attach it to a piece of fabric, and I make like a little patch, and then I put it somewhere on the shirt. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like my trademark maybe, I don't know, but I just like doing that because we need, this day and age, we need a lot of positivity and kindness, and people need to be reminded that they're loved and they're important. And I've had a lot of struggles in my life, and it, you know, I'm going to be 56 this week, and it's taken me many years to realize that there's nothing wrong with me and I matter. And so that's, you know, pretty much why I do it. I just think everybody needs to hear that they're loved and cared about. All right, let me move the camera. And I hope you didn't mind that little rant. That's just me, the way I feel about things. So, let me get you straightened out here. All right, you can see my machine. So I've got red thread loaded. I'm going to do a straight stitch all the way around. I'm going to start at the corner. See, this one's already got a... Anyways, everybody I've been watching and learning, you know, getting ideas from on upcycling, they always say, it's just not, it's not perfect. This is, you know, the way you just do things. Just, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I have a hard time with that because I started out years ago quilting, and everything had to be perfect. I mean, you had to have the perfect 1/4 inch seam. Everything had to lay flat, you know, just everything. So, I mean, I even cut these out with my rotary cutter just to make sure they were straight. I don't know. I have a problem with that. But I'm trying to let go and have fun. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to start stitching. I'm going to stitch, I don't know. I'm going to stitch about 1/4 inch away from the edge. And that way the t-shirt can roll a little and just be a little raggy. And then this, I know this bandana is going to fray when I sew it onto the flannel shirt. So I'm going to put that one on with a zigzag. So let's get sewing and see how this turns out. It's time to get the shirt flat and pin this on, and then sew this on to the flannel shirt. Let me turn you around again. And by now, you guys know I have a very small room, so I do the best I can in here with what I've got to work with. All right, Let's try to make this back as flat as possible here. And straight, let's see. I'm going to try to center it. Trying to figure out where the center is. There's my ruler. Oh, here it is. So I'm just going to center it between the two shoulder seams. So that is 19 inches. So that'll be 9.5. So 9.5 is right there. Let's put pins so I can have a reference point. 9.5 is right here. Okay, that's my reference point. And then I'm going to fold this in half. As straight as possible. That's my halfway point. I'm going to put it just below that piece. Alright, so I'm going to try to straighten everything out. And I don't like when these things have these pleats in the back, but I'm just upcycling here, doing the best I can. So, alright, so that, and that looks pretty straight. Oh, let's get some pins. And pin this, making sure I'm not getting anything underneath. I mean, I don't think it has to be perfectly straight, but my perfectionism kicks in. That's where I have a problem. So, let's see. I mean, you know, when you wear the shirt, it's going to be flowy anyways. So, how's that look? Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, let's pin this corner. Pin this corner. Okay. And then, I don't know, I've noticed these pins don't stay in. I don't know why I pin everything, because, I mean, I guess it helps, but they don't stay in. When I'm sewing, they fall out. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Alright, let's just pin this all the way around. Make sure I'm not getting anything underneath. My washer just finished with my bleached flannels, so I need to go put them in the dryer so I can show them to you. But today's just a fun play day. It's a Sunday and it's football, but I'd rather do this than watch football. I mean, I may go out there later and watch some of it, but I have a feeling our team won't win anyway. I don't know. I think our team is cursed. So. The Commanders. Washington just... Ouch. Not since the 80s has Washington done anything. And I was actually in the Super Bowl parade when the Redskins won the Super Bowl. I think it was like 82 or 83, something like that. Yes, I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Virginia. So that's not exciting either, I can tell you. It's changed so much here. Okay, now I just need to change my thread out, put on black thread, and then we'll do the zigzag. So let me turn you around. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got the thread changed to black. I'm going to do a black zigzag all the way around. And then, and then I ran and put my shirts in the dryer because I'm anxious to see how they came out. So, alright, let's, I need a pin thing over here. Alright, let's get to sewing. I'm going to just do a zigzag all the way around. Yeah, so it should do a zigzag right on the edge. And this isn't even, there we go. So I'm going to do a zigzag right on the edge to keep it from fraying. And I think, yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay, let's get sewing. Okay, that's done. Oh, that looks really cool. Ooh, it may not be perfectly straight, but it looks really cool. So let's see. Looks cool, right? So now we just need to figure out what kind of patch to put on it. So Van Halen. Van Halen brings back a lot of memories for me. Lots and lots of memories. It was a good time. It was a very good time. So let's see. What could we put? I don't know, in the words of Mae West, for Eddie Van Halen, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. I think Eddie Van Halen had a freaking, a really great life. Had a great band, beautiful wife, good kid that's now playing in his band. Alright, so we need to find a piece of fabric. I mean, you can see this, but I've got a ton of stuff. This is actually kind of, I don't know, but you know, what if I want to make the, well, I was going to say if I was thinking about making it for a guy, but it's got roses on it, so maybe I shouldn't. It's right about. Alright, let me turn you off for a second till I figure out what I want. Hold on. Okay, so I settled on this fabric. I feel like it was kind of like a rock and roll. Why is this not? There it goes. It's like a rock and roll looking kind of fabric. And I went ahead and put heat and bond on the back. Oh, and I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, doesn't matter. So let's see, I'm gonna kind of cut it a little bit less wonky. But what I'm gonna do is iron it on. That's a little less wonky. Okay, what I meant to do was iron this onto that first, but I didn't. So now we gotta figure out where to place this. And I'm thinking, since I've got a big crease right here and a weird looking corner, I could place it right here. So place it right there. Just press that. And I'm just going to do a quick little zigzag around it to go with the rest of the vibe. Okay, and then this, I don't know if you can see this. Well, yeah, there's the saying from Mae West. So I'm going to put that on. And I'll put it a little wonky on here. And this shirt's just about done. I don't really do much more to them because I don't really need to, I guess. But, okay, so let me iron that on. And I, like, you know, I don't know if anybody pays any attention to those things or not, but maybe if they do, they might appreciate it. Alright, put this piece in my scrap bags. Gosh, I got a mess going on here. Alright, let's take it back to the machine and do a quick little zigzag around it. And this, yeah, that shouldn't come off at all. The little saying on there. Turn it around. Oh my goodness. I'm such a mess. How's that? I can't see my sewing machine. I got a barbell weight in here. I got everything in this place. I share it with my boyfriend, and as you can tell, he's a fisherman. So, but I'm thankful. I'm thankful to have the space. So, and one day I might have a bigger room. I don't know. All right, let's make sure this thread's in here so it doesn't come out on me again. And this bobbin's almost out. Let's do a quick little zigzag around this, and the shirt's done. And I'll move on to another one. I'll show you another one I'm going to do. And, yeah. So this is fun. I enjoy this. I have a lot of fun doing this. That piece is done, and, you know, I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't guess I need to go around the little saying, because that kind of, I don't think that'll, I mean, that's on there good. I don't think that's going to come off. So here's my little patch that I put on. And then here's the whole thing. Alright, let me turn you around so I can put it on and show you what it looks like on. And, yeah. I'm having way too much fun with all this stuff. Can you see? Can you see it? nice and cozy and bleached and big. And yeah, and then you got the back. So I think it looks good. So it's getting hung up and we'll move on to the next one. Let's go in there for now. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my next shirt. Okay, I'm back. So I got another piece of fabric and another shirt that I had cut out earlier today. And I'm gonna show you what I got here. So I got this like paisley daisy fabric. I don't know if you can see. So I got this, it's got like black daisies on it and some paisley things and just going everywhere. And then I got this t-shirt and it says see the good in all things. Oh, that was cute. So I'm gonna put that on the back of this flannel that I bleached, and like I bleached the whole thing out. I mean, it's, you can see it, but it's, I mean, it's a little less bleach on the bottom than the top, but I think that'll go good with this one. So here again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zigzag. I'm going to do straight stitch around. And I think I'm going to use gold thread on all of this because this has like gold in it. And this is kind of a brownie gold. But I wanted to show you. So I have this, I don't know, lapel stick. Secure shirt collars, hems, and most fabric. So anyway, so what I've been doing is I just go and I put a little bit on here. And then I press it down so that I don't have to pin this and it stays pretty well in place while I sew. So I'm just gonna stick this down in spots so it doesn't move on me. And then I'm gonna take it over there and I'm gonna sew. And do this shirt. I might do one more today. I don't know. We'll see. It's 2 o'clock and I still gotta go to the grocery store and get ready for work for tomorrow. So I've gotten quite a bit done today, which makes me happy. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a straight stitch around the edge. And then I'm gonna zigzag it on, and like I said, I'm gonna use gold thread. And yeah, so I don't know. I'll be back to show you when I'm done, and then I gotta pick out another patch for this one. So I have to figure out what makes sense with this shirt. Alright, I'll be back after I sew it. You saw me sew the first one, so I don't feel like you want to watch me sew the other one. And yeah, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, I've got it all sewn together, and I picked out a saying. Let's see if I can get this to show on the camera. It says, never lose your sense of wonder. And I feel like that goes well with see the good in all things. I don't know. And now I have to figure out, let's see, I'm going to iron this on to this piece first. How should this go? Let's do it like that. So I'm going to iron this little piece on. And then, ouch, hot. Kind of put it down here. Let me cut it down a little bit. I don't want it to be so big. Sew it like right there, or maybe right there. All right, let me iron it on right there. Okay. That looks good. So let's iron that on. And then I'm just going to do... Oh, look at I'm not even ironing on the thing. Oh my gosh. I'm ironing on just right on my table. Ooh. Alright. Okay, then I'm just going to do a little zigzag stitch around it. And this one's done. And the next one's going to be a little bit different. So I will, can't see you. I'll be back and lay out the next shirt for you, and show you what I'm going to do. This one's kind of cool. I did one last time, and I did it the day before the market and it sold. So I'm hoping that other people like them. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I forgot to show you the finished product. And then we'll get on to the next shirt. So yeah, so this is it. And then this is the back. So, I can't really see it at the back, but I'll have to take a picture so I can do it. And this one is, that one wasn't, that was an extra large. No, this is a double X. Wow, that's small for a double X. Wow. Yeah, so there it is, shirt number 2. And we're gonna do shirt number 3 in a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I have this other shirt, another bleached flannel. I like the way this one came out. And this is one I did a while back. This is a extra large. And so lay it out flat, and let me move you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna lay it out flat. And I got some letters, some large letters. Actually, what I did is I went to Canva and just blew up some, I found a font that I liked, and I blew up some letters, and I just printed them and cut them out on paper. And then I traced them and cut them out on fabric. So, so here's my, it's a P. So I've got, so I'm going to do, this one is going to say hope. So I'm going to lay out the letters. And I think I'm going to stick some of the lapel stuff on this. I think that one goes this way. Hope. So H. And the letters aren't exactly all the same size or whatever, but this just makes it fun. H-O-P. E. I've got to make them a little more even. So I'm going to do like that. I'm going to lay them out. And then I'm going to stitch them down with a zigzag right on the edge of them. So let's see. So if you can see that, see if you can see that. Let me bring you over. So it says hope. And the reason I like doing this is because you can use any fabric you want. It doesn't have to be all perfectly lined up. It's just a fun project to make, you know, for upcycle clothes. And let's see, put you back. And then what I did is I found a big butterfly on paper somewhere on the internet. I just did a search for butterfly, simple butterfly, and I cut it out. I traced it and I cut it out of lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the inside. This is going to go on the inside. I'm going to stitch around it And then I'm going to cut the flannel away, so then you have a lace butterfly on the back. And then it says hope for the butterfly. So that's my next project, and this one's pretty easy. It just takes some patience sewing these letters on. Yeah, just takes patience to do that. But you know, and I'm thinking maybe the next one I'm gonna try using some heat and bond and just stick it on there. Maybe, but this time I'm just gonna use that sticky glue stuff that I have, that glue stick, and put it on, and then I'm just gonna center this butterfly on the inside and stitch around it on the inside, and then I've got a area where I can cut out, and then it'll be done. And of course I have to find another one of my patches to make and put on here. But I made one just like this, but it said love and it had a heart, and this lady bought it right away. It was actually a really nice story. She had a double mastectomy and she was looking for, you know, baggy clothes to wear, and she loved this shirt because, you know, these flannels are big and baggy, and so I felt good that, you know, that she bought that, and it made her happy. So okay, well that's enough jibber jabber. Let me get things stuck on, and I'll show you a few steps of me sewing them. I'll be back. I'm back. Alright, I'm gonna do one more shirt and then I'll call it quits. It's 3 o'clock, and believe me, I want to keep going, but I have to do responsibilities. Yeah, I gotta go to the grocery store, figure out what we're gonna have for dinner tonight, and then I need to chill, get ready for the week, and I have to pack that big order, 25 towels, but I don't think I'll do that tonight. There's no hurry for it, so maybe I'll do that one night this week. And I've got everything laid out for more upcycles that I want to do. So yeah, so I guess for today I'm going to do this one more shirt. So anyways, I used my glue stick and some pins, and I pinned the word hope on the back of this shirt, and I put white thread in my machine. So I'm gonna do a small zigzag around it. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a small zigzag around the letters, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll show you how I'm gonna do the lace butterfly on the back. So I'm gonna sew this, and I will be back and show you what it looks like when I'm done sewing these. This takes a little while, some patience, because lots of twists and turns, and like I said, the pins always seem to fall out when I do this, so I have to do this the best that I can. But nonetheless, I'm having a lot of fun today, and that's all that matters, right? Alright, I'll be back when I finish sewing this stuff on. Okay, I'm done sewing the letters on. Let me cut these threads off the inside before I forget. And I think it turned out, I hope, I haven't really looked at it. I hope it turned out pretty good. So let's cut off these long threads in here. This is difficult to do because you have to go all around the letters and keep everything flat, and sometimes it's tricky. Sometimes. And, okay. So, got all the long threads off of there. So there it is. You can see. Oh. It's hard for me to tell if you can see it really well or not, but yeah. So there it is. This one really frays. This is this black and white material is from a pillowcase that I thrifted. I've used it for a couple different things, and yeah, it frays. But the zigzag stitch should keep it from going crazy. But yeah, everything, I mean, let's see, this fabric that I've used on here is my stash that's left of when I was quilting. I had so much fabric. I'm down to two, I don't know, these tub square things, and I just pick and pull things out of there now. I don't buy fabric unless I see something that's really, really exciting. And then this of course I thrifted this, and then the lace. I didn't think I was gonna have to move this, but I do. Sorry. And then this lace piece that I have here was like a thrifted table runner. I've used this, be the second. The other one I'm going to use the same for the heart, so I'll use it 3 times, and I've still got a bunch of it left, just like this lace table runner thing. So yeah, so I'm trying to be, you know, have sustainability, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now we need to find the center here, and because I want to kind of make sure this is centered in the back. So, alright, that looks about right. Let me stick a pin in it, just so I know where the center is. I can tell now that my letters aren't centered, but that's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Does that look like the center? Let me get my big ruler. Let me get my big ruler again. Okay, this is about 24 inches, so 12. Yeah, so this is more like the center here. So my letters aren't that bad. Okay, so do that, and let me get another pin so when I flip this over I can see where the pin, where the center is. So we get this. Yeah, okay, so this pin will be fine. Right here. Alright. Okay, so got my center marked on the outside, so now I can find it on the inside. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my lapel sticky thing, the sticky stick thing, and I'm going to stick this down because it's very hard to pin this and sew it. So let me take these pins out. she did this, and I thought that was the coolest idea, but she did it with a snowman, and she put like a hat on it, and you know, different color fabric, and that was a really cool idea. She didn't really show how she did it, just a quick overview. So I'm just figuring this out for myself, and when I did the heart, it worked. Alright, maybe we should tack this piece down. Alright. Let's tack this little tail. I don't know if I'll be able to see that part or not when I sew it, but okay. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to sew this on with just a straight stitch, and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, I'm back. I sewed the butterfly on the inside, and there's a seam on the outside that I'm going to cut around. Carefully cut around to make sure I don't catch any of the lace, because that would be not good. And that would be a shame, and I would be upset. So, because then I'd have to do this all over again. So that's my last upcycle for today. We did 3 shirts today, 2 of them very similar, and then this one is different. And so this is our Hope shirt. I think it turned out really cute. The butterfly on the bottom. I'm gonna have to get better at that, cutting out the, I'm so scared of cutting the lace and then it doesn't come out, like cutting around the flannel doesn't come out even, but it's kind of raggedy. But you know, I guess that's okay, because it's not about perfection, is it? I gotta remind myself that. So alright, I got one more thing and then I'm gonna sign off. Let me go get my flannels that I bleached earlier and show those to you. I'll be right. Well, actually, let me take you in another room. I'll be right back. Okay, these are the flannels that I did earlier today. Let me back up. This is the blue one that didn't look like it was going to bleach much, but if you look at it, it did bleach. My battery's going to die. Perfect timing. And then this one came out good. And then this one, they don't look a whole lot different than they did in the, I'm trying to hurry because my battery's dying. And then this one, and then the one that I bleached the back, that came out good. So now I know how to do it. So we'll see how the embroidery looks when I do the embroidery. Okay, so since my battery's dying, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope to upload this pretty soon. I've got one more video to edit and upload, and then I will hopefully upload this. I'm so glad you guys watched and went along with me on this upcycling journey, and I've got more to come, believe me. I got a whole bed full of stuff over here. So alright, well, have a good week, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed my video. And I would love for you to join the Azure Daisy community, I guess you'd call it. Okay, well, I will see you guys soon. Bye.